Sauce.
In my bag right now.
You always in your bag, bro.
That's a special episode.
Special occasion.
It's a special one today.
We got the drip god with us.
We got the drip god.
Yes, sir. Let me get a little closer.
Alright, I'm about to get it popping right now.
Get it popping, my guy. You know how you rock.
Alright. How you doing today, Blunteers? Today we got a special episode. I'm here, of course, this Eileen, and
It's your boy Pharaoh. You know how we rock.
no, you already know. But
Special day.
today we introducing one of the most talented artists in the game right now. His penmanship is phenomenal. His sessions are legendary. He's influential. He's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. Currently building his own record label from the bottom.
Facts. Lit.
He's one of Courageous Cats Studios' own sponsors. Right here in the building right now. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jersey's own Be Easy, Bez Tarantino.
Yes, sir.
You know, in the house. Nah. Y'all making me want to do push-ups right now. I gotta calm down.
Last session you wanted to do push-ups. This session you want to do. Yo, it's a special occasion, my boy. Get a gas.
Can I play a little bit of music, bro?
Come on, bro. Put that sauce, bro. You know how we rock, my guy.
Hey. Come on, son. How you feeling, man? Alright. You already know, son.
I'm blessed.
You feeling blessed?
Feeling blessed, man. Appreciative.
I'm seeing the drip.
Facts.
Okay. We should have became more prepared. If we
I
want.
mean, y'all look better than me today. Shit, I got my little Spider-Man shirt on. Shit, y'all outdoing me right now.
I got my.
I'm chilling.
All this shit. You.
Oh shit.
No.
Damn, what's the occasion? Hey, yo, that's Marvel or is that DC?
Nah, this is Marvel.
Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, my brother.
Come on, son. We connect.
You feel me? We ain't even talk about that. You feel me? Black, white, Marvel, we here, baby.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Nah, man. So today, Bez, before we get started and all of that, man, I want you to tell the audience and all of that, you feel me, how you got into this whole music shit. For people who don't know, you know, we know you, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I want you to go ahead and talk to the audience, let them know a little bit about you, what you got going on online, any type of new singles that you want them to go check out, preferably right now and all of that.
Yeah, so what's going on? This is Bez Tarantino representing Jersey.
You already know!
Facts, niggas gas, baby. Hell yeah, I'm gas.
Live and direct. But yeah, we just been pushing, man. Just pushing this thing. We've had a couple of opportunities that have came across our table, you know, but we haven't officially signed anything. We're not in no rush to sign anything, you know. And I'm not one of these, you know, artists that ain't gonna read the fine print and just sign his life away or
Facts, I like that.
put it all on the line in one night just because the moment seemed like it was right, you know.
Nah, I feel you on that.
Very smart.
You know,
I feel you on that.
sometimes people like to get ahead of themselves, but we don't move like that. We move with rationality and logic, you know.
Oof, I like that.
You should.
I like that.
But currently, man, we're pushing a couple of singles, man. You go check out my latest single, Bad Relations. Available on all streaming platforms.
Of course.
Is it that relationship?
Check out my YouTube.
Woo.
Follow me on Instagram, at Bez Tarantino. You know. Twitter, at the Bez High. That's
Oof.
HEBEZHIGH_. Yeah, just holla at your boy, man. We around.
Right.
Yeah, we lit. I like that.
That's the
I like that, could.
man. We could go deeper into everything, but the topic that you know that people talk about right now, as far as music, is Keefy D. I'm sure you probably heard of him.
Yes.
Apparently, somebody got arrested for Tupac shooting, and I don't know about y'all, but it's a little bit late, ain't it?
I mean, if you call 20, yeah, it is late. That's pretty late.
It's late as hell.
It is.
So I got this is from the USA Today. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis charged for Tupac Shakur's death. Davis, 60, is charged with 1 count of murder with use of a deadly weapon and with the intent to promote, further, or assist a criminal gang, Clark County District Attorney Stephen B. Wolfson told reporters during a Friday press conference. Now, basically what it's meaning, this nigga was snitching on himself online.
Facts.
For 40 years. 40 years.
40 years, bro. Wow.
They finally like, nah. I think it's Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas got a law where, hey, even if you just passed the gun or if you was in some type of involvement, yeah, you charge just like the person.
Yeah, of course.
Know what I mean? Bez, what's your opinion on this real quick, man? I need you, first of all, we could dive deep into who Tupac was as far as a legend himself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could really get deeper into that.
Everybody knows Tupac, so that's unnecessary.
It's hard with a lot of people right now because after all of this time, they still looking for people who are responsible for his death. I don't know. I want to hear y'all thoughts on that.
Shit, I actually was keeping up with this shit, you know, certain interviews and shit. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue on YouTube. That's a channel. You know, they emerge on YouTube and shit. They basically covered a lot of the death row moments, a lot of interviews from artists. Y'all know I'm big on documentaries.
That's a fact.
You know, I feel like Death Row had one of the craziest runs in the game, and I studied one of the greats. You know,
Right.
So I was keeping up with the podcast, and they were interviewing a lot of people that were actually around in Death Row, out of Death Row, on Bad Boy's side. You know, New York niggas that was in the streets, Jersey niggas that was in the streets, because, you know, Pop was about to start Death Row East, and Death Row East was shit. That motherfucker was jerseyed up, nigga.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Tupac had a lot of influence.
Yeah. It was a lot of different.
From North,
you know, he was putting on a lot of niggas. Fatal Napoleon.
Actually, Bez was the one that told me about all the influence that Tupac had in Jersey. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
As far as even with the Black Panther, bro. Like, I didn't even know. Like, as a Jersey resident, bro. Like, I actually found it. I gained a little pride just knowing how influential Tupac was with all the Black Panther movement in Jersey, bruh.
I think his father, his mother was in the Black Panthers.
Yeah, his father actually ran. His father ran the New Jersey district.
Right.
So
New Jersey
they would basically
district.
have meetings every month. I seen in his interview he was saying that, and niggas from Philly would come up, New York niggas would come over here or they shoot over there, and it was basically like a communication between the.
Yo, can you imagine?
And they were keeping shit in line and keeping order.
Right.
You know?
Yo, can you imagine, like, if Tupac was still alive, how epic the Black Panther Party movement would have been? Just on a Cause, like, you know, New York is right there, Jersey right here. They would have everything on smash, bro. How you feel about that?
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I mean, because I can't say it as a joke or nothing like that. But CIA dismantled the Black Panther Party for a reason from the inside.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? So Tupac, yes, he was influential, most definitely 100%. And he had the potential to bring, honestly, the country together. Especially because the way his mind was, the way he thought and all of that, like the way he moved. From what I've seen as far as, you know, the way he even spoke. Like, he had a certain way that he spoke and all of that also.
Yeah.
So I would say that if he was alive today, I believe, this is why I truly believe the Black Panther Party would still be labeled a terrorist organization.
And you know what's so crazy about that, too? What made him so dangerous was his... Alright, so they didn't really have that aspect where Tupac was everything. He had charisma. He was a musician. He was an actor. They didn't really have those type of people on that level that Tupac was on. So you got to think, he brought a different aspect to the whole Panther Party movement, which I believe it would have changed the game. They had to, like, in my personal opinion, I know Keefe D is the one that they have in custody as at the moment. Yeah. I still believe the CIA played a tremendous role in Tupac's death. Although, you know, someone's being arrested today. I mean, or in today's time.
Yeah, it's a lot of speculation. Bez, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. Right now, it's all speculation right now, right? As far as what was going on with the Black Panther Party, the East Coast versus West Coast beef was nuts. It was crazy, especially when those tracks dropped with Biggie and the track dropped with Tupac. Niggas was saying, "Oh, who shot?" Shit was supposed to be about, you know, when Tupac got shot the first time and all of that. They going back and forth, all that beef.
Crazy part is, I heard that song was written before.
It was definitely written before.
It was written before the Tupac situation.
But because the
players in Bad Boy chose to strategically drop the song. Yeah. To basically, because you know the industry is propaganda, bro. Yeah. Propaganda get your shit cracking. Right. Mm-hmm. So a lot of niggas reach, a lot of niggas do a bunch of crazy shit in order to leverage the situation.
Do you think people to you think besides all the beef stuff, right, that there was another, like, it was positive in a certain other light, if that makes any sense, where other people benefited from that beef that wasn't black?
Of course.
It's always,
why not, bro? You got government agencies, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the capitalism stuff, you know.
I mean, that's the stuff.
It is the obvious, but we gotta shed light on the obvious too sometimes. Like, you feel me? Right. Come on now, man.
You think they're doing the same type of thing today, as far as the music is concerned, culturally? Like that, there are people who are basically they're getting something from negative connotations in music, whether it be beef or anything else that's negative.
Most definitely. Yeah, there's situations where artists nowadays, they'll beef, but behind the closed doors, they're signed to the same manager and the same record label, and they're literally beefing online, saying they're gonna do some shit to the next man, or you know, however the situation played out, and then it's probably set up where it was just strategically placed in order to happen that certain type of way, in order to get that audience's attention, you know. That's how the industry works, you know.
So Suge, y'all heard what Suge was saying, right?
Yeah, this is the reason why, right? Hear me out for 2 seconds. This is why I honestly believe that this situation is somehow not the whole truth, that there's some fabrication in it, because I was watching TMZ just today, and Suge Knight on a phone call, he even said out of his own mouth, what's his nephew name? Orlando, right? That's his nephew name?
Keefe D's nephew.
Keefe D's nephew, Orlando. Yeah. He was like, yo, he said he wasn't gonna testify, right? And on top of that, he said that bro wasn't the shooter. And on top of that, he said that he doesn't believe that this guy had anything to do with it. So it's like this. Who else would know something about that night if not Suge Knight? How you feel about that?
Yeah, honestly, Suge was one of the people getting shot at. So it's hard to even take his word like that, especially because of the whole culture behind being a snitch or not being a snitch and stuff like that, because this is not stuff you talk about publicly. So I'm taking everything that anybody says with a grain of salt, to be honest. You understand what I'm saying? So here's what I believe is what our people are saying, that Keefe D is the only one who's alive that was in that car. There's 3 other niggas that was in that car. They all bodied right there. They're all deceased. But because of his involvement just being in the car, they locking his ass up, especially with him telling all these stories online, like
too much.
Talking, hey, yeah, I passed the gun to him in the back. I'm like, why would you even say something like that? As far as, you know, publicly. This is why social media is crazy, as far as, because people don't understand how the law works, how there's certain things.
Statutes of limitation. There's no statutes of limitation on death. Everybody that wants to participate in crime, just know that. You could say one thing today that can incriminate you 40 years from now. Look at this man. He's 60 years old, right? I'm pretty sure he's got children and grandchildren. They're looking at him like, how are you a 60-year-old man, right? And letting propaganda as far as social media is involved, and you getting caught up. Really? And you get caught up in the bullshit?
Yeah.
Just for what, a couple dollars?
I mean, he made that
Not
choice.
only a couple of dollars, but I feel like
Clout.
the clout and the status of, you know, being able to even say it. Like, yeah, we the ones who did that.
Cheeks.
You know? If he is the one, you know,
That passed the gun, right?
that passed the gun.
I don't like this, yo.
But it all aligns.
I don't
It all
like-
aligns.
Why do you say that?
I'm saying from the situation where the guys jumped Keefe D and the
His
Okay.
where the nephew got jumped.
Yeah, got jumped.
He got jumped after the Mike Tyson game. They
Yep.
Yeah.
Tupac and them came out hyper as hell.
Yeah.
Everybody popping.
That sound like some hood shit for real.
And then niggas in Death Row basically like, yo, that's the nigga that tried to take my chain last time.
Right.
And then they said Pac. Niggas ain't say shit to Pac. Niggas like, this is just how he is, bro.
They had it on
He ran
video.
down on the
He
nigga.
was- They were.
Yeah, they say
it
he
was
ran down on the
militant
nigga and
marching
hooked him.
inside this casino and jumped him right there and then.
Pac ran down on him and hooked off, and then after the situation, he basically called his uncle. He left the situation stumbling. He called his uncle, and then they basically went to strap up, and then, you know, like he said countless of times in different interviews. He said it on a public interview on TV. He's been on the different podcasts, including Vlad TV.
Word, that's the worst place that you can sit there and even tell a story, because
I don't even wanna
what's that battle rapper that snitched on himself? There was like this one battle rapper, I can't even remember his name. He snitched on himself and he got time for it. Like, come on, everybody should know at this point. You go on Vlad TV, be careful what you say. You might get caught up.
I think.
You might get caught up.
Look,
bro is fed. Bro is legit fed, bro.
Yeah.
Remember that last episode we made, and I said that there's people in certain. I mentioned the fact that in the pharmaceutical companies that they might be CIA place implants.
Yeah.
They might be fucking.
It's like they had in Twitter.
Come on, there might be implants in the fucking music industry just for these type of purposes alone.
Right. Well, here's what I want to do. Right. I want to know what y'all think about this. Tupac got popped twice. First time didn't humble him. If I was him, I probably would have lived inside the house for the rest of the time. Like when we remember the
Also, yeah,
he said got popped and he was just sitting up by the beach. That's me for the rest of my life. I don't care. One time, y'all got it. It's over.
I'd have pulled up on you like Cameron and hey yo, you tough, right?
Hey yo, you
tough, right?
Honestly, I'm like, I breathe.
The doctor said I can't even move.
Nah.
But look. Here's the serious part of it.
Yeah, I'm bringing your ass outside to get popped again. We outside both getting popped. It's like,
Here's
nah.
a serious situation, though. Here's a serious situation. Comparing to however many years ago that was to today, how rappers are still getting shot, right? Still getting RICO, still getting locked up. People making music from jail right now and all of that.
Can I say something after this?
Of course. Respond to. But why are we here right now? What's wrong with us culturally where we haven't evolved from that ignorance from that long ago till now? Because I feel like that's a good conversation that we could have to really dissect, us as a people globally. Because we still be having nigga moments. Gang culture is still alive and well. If it died, probably niggas wouldn't even survive the smell. So what do we do right now? What I want to hear y'all thoughts on that. Like, why is it still in this place where if you do become a hip hop artist, that is something you might need. You better have bodyguard. You gotta have that budget for a bodyguard. You have to make sure that you're not doing anything that's too dumb. I'm saying there's still hip hop artists that aren't like toting guns and stuff like that. All doing that, but it sounds like if we hear, even if tomorrow, God forbid, if any artist got popped that was black, we would know they were black at first, and then we'd be like, yo, that's crazy, and then we move on, like, that's just another, you get what I'm saying?
Desensitized
We're at a point where we're so desensitized. From Tupac to now, we're desensitized to black artists being popped. I think that shit break my heart every single time. It gets me angry, to be honest. I'm like, why, man? Why?
Can I say something? I honestly believe, I know this is going to sound crazy, right? I honestly believe in witchcraft, right? And listen, bro, I know it sounds funny. You know I got to bring it back to the conspiracy.
I'm with.
You feel me? Anyways, you feel me? Bro, I honestly believe that Tupac and Biggie were like hip-hop sacrifices where it basically
Hey, bro.
started this lane where it introduced us black people into normalizing deaths on rappers. Like, I really believe that they were sacrificed, like they got sacrificed, and now 20, 30 years later in future, it's still ongoing. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe that in a certain extent. You feel what I'm saying? Now, as far as how can we move forward from this, I mean, it's all about raising your frequency and just being more intelligent when it comes to certain things like this, brother. The social media has such a grasp on the way we think and how we think life is through our lens that we can't even sit there and critically think on things that should be easily understood. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on now. Like, why is it that rappers are getting popped like Takeoff? Like, let's just talk about Takeoff real quick. Come on, bro. Like, that was some bullshit. Why is some of these things being normalized in our society when it shouldn't really be normalized, bro? There's other cultures that shit is not normalized, bro. But gang violence is normalized in the black culture, which is unfortunate. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, Bez. What you think about all this? Why is it that for all these years from Tupac to now, we still having this shit happen? Like, why haven't we as a people? Because we black. So all these years we haven't come together and been like, hold on, wait a minute. The artist is supposed to be at the top of this pyramid, not these companies, not these other people. They shouldn't be ending up broke, but yet they still end up being the people who's popped. Like, well, why do you think that's still happening to this day?
I mean, it's really the culture, bro. It's the culture, and now more than ever, the fame is more important than the money.
That's crazy.
There's independent artists out here. There's songwriters out here, like songwriters who have made a killing off the industry, and they not getting popped. Right? It's the nigga with the fame and the notoriety, you know, coming through the hood, coming through the urban communities,
Talking that bullshit.
you know, doing them, but at the same time, the music behind it and, you know, the way people see you, you know.
Okay.
Right, word.
And, yeah, being in the industry, man, like, if that's what you chase, and you know that's what you're gonna do.
The energy you put out in the world is the energy you're gonna receive, pretty much, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. Like, I've seen niggas do some funny shit just to get under the camera real quick. Why they know everybody's attention is there. Like, I've seen some funny shit. Like,
Y'all seen that video of that dude who was trying to do a prank on some dude, just random dude. He's like, stop it. And he
Popped him.
Popped him right
Popped
in the
him. And guess what?
Yeah, 38. Yeah, deuce. He had a little ass gun.
Hey, so what? That shit. See, the thing about them small caliber weapons.
He still popped him.
You know, it's crazy. They desensitize people getting shot on camera, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's a serious thing. Like, even right now.
I sent it to Bez.
Yeah.
We laughed at it, not in a sense because it was funny. It's because, like, we've lost. We can't even approach each other in a manner where it's like, yo, you're in my space now. And he beat that case. The only thing that he was charged with was firing the weapon inside of a mall.
Yeah, inside of a mall, yeah.
Come on, like, how you coming? Like, we're out in the real world.
Yeah.
As a man, I feel like as a man, right, there's certain ways that you conduct yourself outside. Where it's like, okay, man to man, you understand that if you cross the line, it might get violent.
Right.
And he didn't understand. I don't know if he was raised by a single mother and he didn't learn as far as how to conduct himself as a man as he was growing up. Come on, bro. You know you don't do that shit. Obviously, he doesn't.
Understood.
Feel me?
I like that point you brought up as far as being brought up by a single mother and all of that.
We're gonna take a break. 3.
All right, you got it. I like what you was talking about as far as he wasn't brought up a certain way. Not to say that single mothers that there's an issue with all of them or anything like that, but fathers are needed in homes.
100%.
Parents are needed in the homes to actually properly raise children. Not saying that all parents are perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who are pieces of, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's good for a child to have that. Not only that, you to be instilled those values, to understand that, hey, once you step outside, especially a black child, that I think that dude, he was white, or
Yeah, he was.
some type of prank.
Yeah,
I'm
pranks.
not saying that, you know, people who are
Prank
white
videos.
or whatever are the only ones who do pranks and stuff like that. But you know, when it comes to, like you said, conducting yourself on the outside, or even just being black, because you were talking about culturally. You understand what I'm saying? Culturally, it's the culture. We grew up, we seen people getting popped left and right. That shit was never funny. That shit was never cool. You know what I mean? That shit cut deep every fucking time.
Yeah,
and it's
100%.
it's like when you see that it's not just in our lives, it's in everybody else's lives. Not only that, it's in rappers' lives. It's like, damn, it's
Not only
everywhere
that, man.
around, huh?
Bro, like, you know, when you really come from that shit, bro, and you've seen the shit and you experienced this shit firsthand, secondhand, a third hand from word of mouth, like, niggas don't praise that shit.
It's a fact, yo.
That shit.
That's a fact.
Because a majority of the people haven't been through none of that shit, so they're just watching it through the lens.
Living vicariously.
Movie.
Yeah.
To them, it's like a
Right.
fucking episode of a show. So people would think it's funny to the situations right there in front of them, and they'll motherfuckers be froze.
Right.
You heard what I think bro was scared that he even got shot. He's like, boy, you shot me. Yes, I did.
Social
I shot
media
you.
has desensitized people into thinking that the like what's going on in the real world isn't real. It's like
Hunger Games or some
they're just
shit.
looking for that clout. They're just trying to. I'm like, man, you can't do that. You can't play with just anybody.
Yeah.
Use your phone. Don't let it use you.
Yeah.
Facts.
Most definitely.
That's a fact.
That's a gem right there. That's a gem. So yeah, Bez, what was that you said, bro? You control the phone. Don't let it control you.
Yeah, most definitely. Hell yeah. Sometimes people, man, like, not sometimes, most people are like this nowadays. Like, our attention span is shit. We in our phones and we not present around the shit that's actually going on around us.
Yeah.
And that's how anything can happen, you know?
Word.
That's how, you know, some shit could break out in front of you, but you like this. By the time you look up, it's boom.
Word.
You know, or you crossing the street. I've seen people texting and looking at the phone crossing the street, and they're not even really looking up, and they probably got headphones on.
Be present. Yep.
Yeah, they looking for the
Use your
likes.
phone. Don't let it use you. I like that, man.
They looking for the likes. They looking for the next thing.
Your phone should be, you know, used for networking. Most importantly, you know, niggas gonna have the bitches or whatever the fuck, you know, your vices are, you know. But you have to use that phone to its highest capability, man. You know, it may take time, but you know, build that network. You know, get the right people in your contact so you can move in the direction you need to. That's it.
It's a form of addiction, bro. To be honest, man, like I see it all the time, yo. You got people who, like you were saying before, it's interesting that people can be present, not present, be more on their phone than be present in real time. It's like what you're searching for on the phone, it's kind of like unrealistic because a lot of people, they're famous or they get attention on the internet, but in real life they get no attention. So it's like, I need something that's gonna feed that lack. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they go there and they get lost in this world, bro. It's like, man, like you said, bro, use your phone. Don't let it use you, man.
It's honestly, to break it down on a molecular level, it messes with your mind. Like I would suggest, listen, people can do whatever they want to do with their children or whatever it may be, as far as whatever they allow their children to see or whatever. But as far as kids having phones before a certain age, it literally changes the brain chemistry of your mind. Those likes, those comments, whatever it may be, whatever you're looking on the phone, especially at a certain time of the night, it affects your brain on a certain level.
It's that dopamine hit.
It's a
dopamine
drug addiction that really hits your mind. And for people to want to do pranks and all of that stuff, they're risking their, like, now we know they're risking their actual lives.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To do something that's, all right, this is going to go viral and this is going to get me the comments and likes that I want. Not understanding that it is some type of drug addiction. I know crackheads that have done crazier shit, but, you know,
look though, to have the same type of dopamine hit and not even take a drug is crazy to me.
It's genius.
It's crazy to me, yo.
Genius.
It is evil genius.
You know how I feel about that evil genius stuff. I'm like, yo, like, society has come to a certain point where, yes, we can use social media for business.
Yeah.
Definitely. We can use the internet for business. That's how it began. But somewhere, somehow, I think it was our generation from high school, you know what I'm saying? From high school till now, something switched that went crazy. You know what I'm saying? As far as the world of how a girl used to have only access to the city or whatever. But now, the whole world has access to her.
That didn't happen.
If Fabulous wanted to, he could go to her page. I worked with a girl. Bad. She was some.
Don't say no names now.
Stop. She was bad though, and she was like, "Yeah, oh my gosh, thank you, Fabulous, for liking my picture." I'm like, "Yo, what? Fabulous? Why is Fab?" I ain't trying to call Fab nothing like that. But she had it. I'm like, why is she showing everybody that Fab was on her? I'm like, but hey, what are you gonna do? Because everyone in the world has access to everyone in the world now, and it's just a simple click away.
And it also gives you like a false sense of like
notoriety.
Notoriety, exactly. That's the word. Yeah, bro. It's like,
you understand what I'm saying?
You're really not who you think you are for real. Like, but at the end of the day, men can't be like that. We gotta actually go out and get it, and then prove our worth out into the world. You feel me? But that's another topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to get too deep into it.
Right.
You feel me?
Nah, it is. And that's another thing. As far as this plays in low key into the Tupac situation right here. As far as Will Smith's situation, as far as what he just did, I know that was a while. We haven't even talked about it.
Yo, can we? Cause
but let me cook.
Jada, let's
cook real quick.
Go ahead, cook, my boy.
So as far as the whole Will Smith situation, as far as him popping off on Chris Rock, you know about that.
Yeah,
so. Will Smith was with Jada. It was about a joke that Chris Rock made about Jada Pinkett Smith, who's been well known to talk about, of course, Tupac, about when they were younger, how he had a love letter about her or whatever it may be. I think even the internet played a part in Will Smith's reaction on a national stage.
Yeah, the pressure.
You understand what I'm saying? He laughed at the joke, but then he looked at his wife. He was like, nah. And he walked up and did whatever he did. He apologized for it. Whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, it wasn't just that. It was probably other stuff that he probably read online. Probably other stuff that other people had access to say about the situation. You don't even know. Maybe even other people who saw stuff online and said something to him. You understand what I'm saying? That's the internet. That's the influence of that. It could affect you in so many negative ways. It's ridiculous. So
you're taking in all of these energies.
How y'all think Tupac would have reacted to
Jada?
To social media today? And to what Will Smith did to Chris Rock? You want to?
It's hard to tell. You know why? Because people change, bro. So it's like, it's hard. Yeah, people get more mature. People get lost in this illusion that we call the internet. So honestly, I can't really tell you, but he probably still stay true to his ways. You feel me? Because it's hard for somebody like him to, I would believe, to get hypnotized by all this that's going on. And on top of that, not to get too sidetracked, you seen how she still was making herself known about the situation. Like, she was like, yeah, Tupac, they finally found his killer. Did you guys read that shit? Did you guys?
Nah,
you seen that? Jada, I was tight as hell. I meant to.
You mentioned it. She was.
Bruh, come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, let the man rest in peace. Like, you done suck this man meat or whatever. Let that meat pass. past, man. Like, let that shit go, man. Like, damn, bro. Like, that shit crazy to me. But
I don't think she's following the myth that he in Cuba somewhere, bro.
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, you know me, bro. I'm hard on the conspiracies, bro.
There's a whole lot of different stuff.
Bro, probably not dead for real, man.
I don't know. I don't know about
Kentucky
that.
somewhere back.
Kentucky, nah, he not in the States. It's over for that. They would have been got
Yeah,
him.
the school.
He in Cuba, bro.
You know how many Tupac lookalikes out there? Yo?
He's in
It's a
Cuba.
lot of them. It's a lot of them.
You could just, I just look like him. You could just say that.
Even his brother look like him. That nigga got a brother.
What's his
One brother.
what's his aunt's name? The one that with the history with the state trooper in Jersey.
Don't quote me on this, but I think it's Asada.
Asada. It is Asada.
Asada.
She's still out there, right? Under the protection of Cuba, right? What makes you think that he ain't? What makes you think that he didn't escape to Cuba himself?
I mean, I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but allegedly, some people do believe he's still alive, especially because he made all those tracks that dropped after he was gone.
Nah, that nigga was just working, bro.
Yeah, of course.
But even Suge Knight, you know,
I wrote this song a long time ago. I wrote it a long time ago. With Dave
Word.
Chappelle.
facts. That shit funny as hell. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, yo. even Suge Knight smoking his cigar next to his red truck, he was like, nah, man, Tupac ain't dead.
But a lot of niggas, even them death row niggas say like, should be tripping, bro. Like he just say some stupid shit. He'll say some shit to people that they mention that like, yo, Sugar just say some shit to people that's gonna listen.
Some people think me and Jacques be on some wild shit
They
sometimes.
say he even had a weird ass meeting after Tupac died in death row, and people was like, yo, what the fuck was that about? And you know, Suge, you know,
Everybody want to
Suge go.
facts.
He's a great black entrepreneur, but you know, ran a label like the streets, and unfortunately,
He was a psychopath. Fuck that.
I mean, you got to think though. You a street dude, right? You already dealing with psychopaths on the street. Then you come to an establishment and you're dealing with psychopaths, but on a different level, not particularly using physical force, but the way that they move in Hollywood and the entertainment industry, bro, they move on a shystier level. So he probably had to tap into, he had that demon that he already had in him. He probably had to tap more into it, bro. Think about that shit, bro. Like he was on a whole nother scale, bro. You gotta tap in the demon to deal with these guys, bro. I'm lying.
That song,
you gotta be on some shit, man.
You gotta be cold, bro.
You gotta be cold. You gotta be sharp.
Sharp, cold.
What's his name? Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla Ice, yeah. They ran down on him to get to the first of the song.
Come on.
That's wild.
Suge was wild. I like that.
Down.
Even sure they said you know Death Row was signed to Def Jam, I believe it was. But you look that up while I'm talking about it. But Death Row was signed to I think it's Def Jam. No, Death Row was signed to Interscope, I believe. And Jimmy Iovine was the CEO. I think he's still the CEO to this day, bro.
Come on now.
They said that them niggas had Jimmy Iovine like this, upside down. Like, where the fuck my money at?
They can't have no savages like that.
Shake the money out of him.
They can't have no savages like that in the music industry no more.
Given what record companies do to this day, as far as when it comes to artists and how they take advantage of them, how many artists to this day, or even classic artists like TLC, who complained about record labels stealing money from them, that's why they was probably coming like that.
Mm-hmm. On them contracts, man. These contracts be 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, 95-5. Niggas be signing shit, man. And then niggas will be caught in one situation, then they complain on the internet. Then they go sign another situation where they paid them to get out of that situation. They'll pay the other label what they owe and then give them a upfront money, but you in a new situation.
Yeah,
that's dead.
That sound like a woman getting another car. You got one car, you feel me? You get out of that just to get, you get out of that car note just to get, you know what? But look, just to go back on what you said before, right? About how till this day we're still in the same situation. That kind of makes sense, right? You still got these guys. They're in a record label. and you know you got to make certain kind of music that basically plays this narrative like, yo, we still want you guys to talk about shooter shooter bang bang, selling this, selling that. So in a sense, you give up all your rights to be creative and make uplifting music to the point where you're bringing the whole culture down with you. You gotta think, right? A lot of these people, like a lot of the younger cats, right? You know how they're so susceptible to brainwash. They don't, especially when you don't have a father. You don't have a father figure telling you how to move. Right now, you're susceptible to any bullshit that you think is cool, and unfortunately, a lot of black people, you feel me? You know, I was a victim to this too. Also, you go look for a male role model outside of your house because you don't have one, so you look to the street dude. On top of that, they make this shit look cool. So it's like you got this ongoing cycle, right? That we fall victim to, and what it takes brothers like you. Brothers like him, and brothers like me to really sit there and be like, yo, nah, this is the way that you gotta actually move. Successful, you feel me? Business minded. You know what I'm saying? So we're the ones that we actually right now, we play a big role in this, bro. We gotta assert ourselves in this ongoing madness.
Man,
you feel what I'm saying?
I definitely get what you're trying to say, most definitely, man. I'm not trying to, you know, play victim or anything like that. But as far as history is concerned, like I said, evil geniuses probably had a hand in all of this.
Of course, bro.
We literally had a president pump crack cocaine into urban neighborhoods. They made a whole TV show about it to fund a war overseas. This is not stuff that's lies. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
The idea that black people put themselves in a situation, I mean, everybody has their own individual choice, most definitely. But if you have someone who's putting gasoline to a fire that's been lasting and they continuously doing it, like, yeah, I didn't start this fire, I didn't keep it going.
Well, it started the fire, but still adds a little bit of gasoline here and there.
Right. But besides all of that, it's important for all of us as men, as people in society, especially as men in society, to understand that we need to move forward in a positive way. We have to understand history, understand why things the way they are, and be like, all right, I'm educated about it. Use it as fuel to do something more positive.
Yep, I agree with that, bro.
That knowledge to be like, all right, this is how it was. This is why it is. This is how it should be, and this is what we're gonna do
to change
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To change, to make sure this cycle don't continue. Hey, look, listen, you want to do this music. Learn everything about it. Bez, I'm pretty sure, I know that you're knowledgeable about a lot of things as far as the music industry and everything that's concerned, and you probably pass on that knowledge to other young cats who's probably coming up in the game and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So it takes, like you said, strong male figures like that to bring out that positivity. So this is how I really want to, end this whole thing, because this man.
Yo, I feel like we could talk about this shit for a part.
For real, because we could.
Nah, let me know right now. How do you feel about a part 2?
It's up to Bez. You trying to come back for the part 2? You get what I'm saying? We can continue on this.
Welcome back.
It's all about timing,
All right.
Yeah.
Just let me know beforehand, and we can put it together, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. That sound like a go.
All right. So here's how we're gonna end this thing, man. We're gonna end it on a positive level. Now, I mean, Bez, Tarantino in the building, Pharaoh, Desalegn over here too. We here. Now, I mean, we thank y'all for watching. We're gonna have more content coming your way. It's gonna be lit. We turned up. We're playing. Yo, look, listen. We
Go on YouTube. Yo, subscribe. Yo, stop playing.
Subscribe.
All that. You better subscribe. I'm not playing with you. I'm on. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you watching it. Subscribe, baby.